The point I want to make. We heard the chief priest saying the other day, when they were looking for a way of dealing with Jesus, when he seemed to be about to cause trouble for them, he said, "It's better for one person to die. It's better for one person to die than for the whole people to suffer." And if we're going to feel sad, maybe it should be because this kind of thing is still going on. So often you hear someone say, "If it wasn't for so-and-so, everything would be all right." We do tend to look for people to take it out on. And even today, men, women and children in all kinds of places are being given a very hard time because people say, if only we could be shot of this man, this woman, this child, these people. If only we could be rid of them, how much better life would be for all of us. My message for you on Good Friday is this. Keep your eyes open now and for the rest of your life. Keep your eyes open for good, decent people who, for one reason or another, are being picked on to make others feel better about themselves. If you're able and willing to feel guilty, angry or sad because this is happening, surely your compassion should lead you to do something about it. I'm going to read you the story of today from the Bible. When Jesus and his friends had finished their goodbye meal, they walked to a garden to pray. That's where Jesus' enemies found him. The men had torches and clubs and sticks, and they looked absolutely terrifying. And right in the front of them was Judas, who'd been one of Jesus' friends. Judas crept up to Jesus and kissed him on the cheek. "This is the man you want," said Judas. "Arrest him." Jesus looked very sad. And his friends were scared. Most of them ran away, but not Peter. Peter pulled out a sword and started swinging it about. "No, put your sword away," said Jesus. "This isn't a time for fighting. I have to go with them. It's what God needs." So they grabbed Jesus and dragged him before the religious leaders, the ones who were jealous of him. His trial took all night. "He says he wants to destroy our temple," said one man. "He says he's a king," said another. "He's a troublemaker," they all said. None of this was true, of course, but it didn't matter because the leaders already made up their minds. Jesus was different from them. Jesus wouldn't do what they said, so Jesus would have to die. They beat Jesus. They hit him hard. Then they took away his clothes. They put an old robe round his shoulders and jammed a crown made of thorns on his head. And while the blood ran down his forehead, they called him names and made fun of him. "So you reckon you're a king?" they laughed. "Well, look at you now." Jesus never said a word. His body hurt, his heart was breaking, but he never said a word. They took a cross next.